steps away from the Super Bowl. And we're underway in this NFC divisional matchup. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And first carry here for Ashton Genty. Saw the lead, hit it quick, call out a gain of 7. Nicely done. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. At the 42-yard line.
Back to Genty. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going to the ground again on first. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. There he goes, right sideline. He will not score, but that does set him off Brock with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense.
And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave of their season resting if they don't respond.
Well, hey, tip of the cap for really trying to seize control with an 8-0 lead here early. But the success from their opening drive didn't carry over into that 2-point play.
And if anything, partner, really backfired because you gave them a chance to recoup a little momentum they lost. Getting beat down with that drive. Not only that, but if this offense answers touchdown for touchdown, they can actually now take the lead.
26-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Well, he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Pop on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. They'll look to throw. Has his man. It's the Oklahoma State rookie. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. The Rams out to an early advantage. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Another one for Cook. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Let's go now.
Again to throw on second. Brought in. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and just 2 to go. Cook trying this one up the gut. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. 4th down. They're going to throw for it. He finds it beyond the marker. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons tie and can take the lead here in the second. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Falcons literally run up that opening touchdown drive as they take a 7-6 lead here.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 38-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another give here to Genty. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That one gains 7. And the Rams have the first down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again here, Sanders. Hits his running back. Spins out of one side. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. That one hits for 30. And the Rams have the first down. In the red zone now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. And we are still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from St. Louis just ahead. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Brought in by his back here, it's Jensen. Touchdown! The Rams get some late points and the lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
2-point attempt coming. Sanders getting his offense set.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Return starts at the 9. Making some progress here. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Having gained up a handful there. Down by Caleb Ransom.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Caught, nice game left side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. It helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Cook does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
It's second and goal.
Hey, check, ready.
Going power with a big tight end. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons take a slim 2-point lead.
Rams 12. Austin Seibert set to kick
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout.
10 yards on
and that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 37-yard line.
Sanders setting the pass. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Genty from the gun. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
And the Rams first down.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To the air, Sanders. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. And off to Genty. And he gets him 5, but still a ways short of that line of gain. So here comes 4th down.
Henley on the tackle.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is Genty. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it up. And the Rams take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. Nice drive up the middle, gets him about 3. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he let his men too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Looking to throw. Throw caught by his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. Looking inside the red zone. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Pack the 60, pack the 60. Ready?
On 3rd down, Genty. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
Ashton Genty, the ball carrier. Brian Branch on the tackle.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, it's our main event between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
For a spot in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And the first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He finds the rookie from Virginia Tech. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Rams have the first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Giving this to Jeanty. And he drives that clock backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Completed to his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The pickup of 17. And the Rams have the first down.
That's good for a Rams first down.
From the red zone on first. This one's caught. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down.
Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Here we go.
They'll go. It's Sanders. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
First tone of the game for James Cook. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Going to the ground again on first. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
They'll work against the blitz. Getting out to his left. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. And they get to him again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Rams add a man to the secondary. Third down.
Gotta be lying.
Third and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can you make offensively?
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. You're going for it here. And this one is launched downfield. He connects downfield. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rams nothing. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They give up the guts. It's Genty. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Looking out of the gun. Sanders. He's going deep this time. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Let's go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
A 56-yard gain on the play.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-0 is our score. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. He's going to throw it again. And he's got his man. Touchdown. The Rams can tie it up in the 2nd after coming into the lead. 2-point attempts coming. Sanders getting his offense set. Now pressure coming. Oh, they're going to bring it down. They get the sack and preserve their 1-point lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Rams 6.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. Round flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Result of the play.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up.
There he goes on the right side. He does it. Touchdown. The Rams take the lead on the first play of the drive. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself at the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Got it. Ready?
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Back to throw. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Falcon first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They are throwing it again. Into traffic, complete. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Come on.
Throwing it again here. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he'll go down here at the 16.
With these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. If you don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Trying to throw this from the gun. And this time they can't connect, so that's incomplete. Been favoring their back this drive. Let's see if it's going to continue now on third down.
He was covered by...
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Cook is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons tie things up at 14.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Genty. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Complete out to the right. They get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds a man right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5.
Tackle made back at the 5-yard
Kate,
line.
it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it becomes a critical 3rd down.
And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
That's good for a St. Louis first
Come on.
down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Finds Genty underneath. He has the touchdown. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
2-point attempts coming. Sanders getting his offense set.
The Rams will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. Coming the end zone, so the touchdown and the 2-point pass break the tie. Give them an 8-point lead.
Falcons 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on 1st down. Back to throw it. Escapes out to the left. Throwing deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our 2nd half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 65, 65.
They'll throw to begin this drive. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
To number 87.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
First down.
Pickup of 2 here. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become addicted.
He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
21. Boston Seibert set to kick off.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. Spins away. He's got some room. Keeps it moving. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Rams grow the lead to 7. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honor.
2-point conversion.
And he's got a man complete. And he gets in for 2. They're going to go up by 2 scores off of that play. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Airing it out to start this drive. He's throwing deep to the left, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Caleb Ransom. And he's in. He makes the pick, and he passes it for the touchdown.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play. Not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponents celebrate in the end zone.
2-point attempts coming. Sanders getting his offense set.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point.
Dropping back to throw. Complete at the 2. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Falcons 21.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick 6. He's trying to go deep again. This one's intercepted. It's Cam Taylor-Britt. And the Rams are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now it's Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to Genty. This is ahead for about 5. Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects on the crosser. Has some room to work. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to, down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground with Genty. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to total behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here's Sanders now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All the left side. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive. Looking inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Rams lengthen the lead at the end of the third. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
2-point attempt coming. Sanders getting his offense set. Back now, pressure coming. Has it at the 2. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their 4th conversion this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah, I hate to sound cliche here, but it's so true. When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Man in motion out of the slot. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Falcon 1st down.
Come on.
And you just get the playoff. And it is incomplete. Went big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
60 back.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Offensive line fast.
1st down.
60 back.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They are throwing it again. That's completed right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
Panther 11.
From the red zone on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Forced to the ground and
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Stick into the air here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. DJ Turner comes up with it. He's at midfield. 30. At the 20. He's at the 10. Put for the end zone. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams make it a 24-point ball game.
Rams 51, Falcons 27.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Starting from the 5. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to work they go after the interception. Completed over the middle. And they're on him quick after the catch. The shot made at the 19. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Okay, break. Back. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Here's a throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. Big gain downfield. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Slot man motioned over. 1st down, play action. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop back. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Goal to go. They're passing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here we go.
Touchdown and bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
Ready.
And it's a designed run for him. Well, might as well go for it here, Brock. They're going to try 4th and goal.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Desperation time here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Forced out to his right. And he falls to the pass rush on 4th and goal. That defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. A give here to Genty. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
So make a check in that win column for the Rams. All right, so their spot in the conference championship game is booked. And now, Brock, gotta imagine those Super Bowl dreams are becoming a lot more real for these guys now.
Yeah, I think they can picture that Lombardi Trophy, Kate, but there is still a lot of work to do.
Yep.
One more trophy they got to get before that, and that's the one somebody's going to raise at the end of the conference championship weekend.
So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from St. Louis.